So you're not going to get the Lincolns? You're just going to get all the technology they're coming up with, how we make sunglasses will get darker and lighter. I bet one day they'll have those for that. You go out for a dim day.
Well, good morning, everyone. It's time to start our class this morning. Just remember that the prayer room is available if anybody wants to avail themselves of that opportunity to pray with one of our elders this morning. And Bill Hill asked me to remind you that this is the last day to sign up for the Wednesday night meal. And so that sign-up sheet will be making its way around the room this morning. So we are up to Romans chapter 8 today. And Romans chapter 8 is a special chapter. It is a gold mine. We could spend weeks and months delving into its thoughts. There's a famous preacher from a few decades back, Martin Lloyd-Jones. He preached 75 sermons just from Romans chapter 8. So this is very rich. But we have 40 minutes, and so we're going to have to be very selective. But I do want you to feel its impact. And I do want you to let this chapter feed your soul, as it were. So we are going to read the entire chapter through the course of our study today, just for that reason. Just a quick review, because Romans, just to get the context, because Romans is a long, sustained argument or explanation. Remember back in Romans chapter 3, the statement is made that we have been justified freely by his grace through the redemption that is in Christ Jesus. Right? Righteousness or a right standing with God is a gift. It is not something that we earn. God's plan is for Christians to be motivated by grace. But grace is an idea that is easily abused and it's easily misunderstood. So in chapter 6, Paul is defending the concept of grace as it relates to sin. Remember, he made this statement in Romans 5. He said, where sin abounded, grace abounded all the more. And so people could easily abuse an idea like that. And if you just compare in chapter 6, verse 1 with verse 14, right? Shall we continue in sin that grace may abound, is what was said in chapter 1, the idea he was going to refute. And if you compare that with verse 14, you'll see not only does grace not promote sin, but only those under grace can triumph over sin, is what he says in verse 14. And throughout chapter 6, there runs this idea that Christians are dead to sin, that Christians are free from sin. But right alongside with that idea is also this idea